Hello everyone, my name is Christian. Welcome back to Tekpon. Today our guest is Ihor, the CEO of Workee. Hello,
Hey, nice to meet you.
nice to meet you. Please tell us what your company does.
Yes, so Workee actually is the simplest personal website builder with built-in booking, scanning, and payments, and many more. So we created the super simple workspace for professionals that allow you to have your personal practice up and running in less than 1 minute.
Okay, so what's the biggest problem that you solve? I guess your target audience would be freelancers.
hmm yes, so our audience is freelancers, but those freelancers who have specific focus on appointments and online sessions.
Mm-hmm.
You can imagine private tutors, health experts, coaches, psychologists, stylists, all these guys. And yeah, we have specific focus on them. Right now, we have the most active users as private tutors and teachers in the US, but also many more audiences that we cover.
Nice, nice. And I saw on your website that you have the solutions. Can you walk us through it? So
Mhm.
the website, the booking, and
Yeah,
so
yeah.
on.
Yes, thanks for having your homework here. So with Workee, what we actually did, we noticed that all the professionals, when they start like doing their solo business, the private business, they're interested into growing their personal brand. And personal brands right now starts from the personal website, some like appearance in the internet. So we created the simplest personal no-code website. You just adding your name, surname, and profession, and we are auto-generating information about you for your personal website.
Mm-hmm.
So after sign up, you already have your website uh, filled with information. You need just to publish it, and it becomes available for all your audience. Our personal
Nice.
website at the same time has built-in booking, scan, and payments. We have one of the most simplest and flexible solutions for scheduling. We support multiple of time slots, multiple of different schedules with management of your vacations, day offs, and other like holidays. That makes you very flexible in terms of bookings for your clients and allows you to create multiple of time slots for both paid and free engagements. So this is our like core functionality, and uh, the core functionality is available for our users for 100% free. We run under a freemium business model. At the same time, we also like working in the niche of back office management. So we help our users to manage their finances, send invoices. We also support automatic invoices. We also propose our users to manage their workspace in a very easy way because we connect different calendars. So we ensure that your availability is always up to date. And
Mm-hmm.
we also support different integrations for payments like Stripe, for video calls like Google Meet, Zoom. We also have our own video call solution and many more things to manage your back office as mail track, as attachments, as job listings is coming soon.
Yeah. You answered two of my questions. So the next one would be the pricing plans, but because I saw that
Uh-huh.
they're both free, right?
Mhm.
For the moment.
Yeah, so right now we are really focusing on our user acquisition and user retention. Since our product is like between B2C and B2B, because most of our users who are freelancers, they're in most cases just trying to start. And in most cases, they do not have legal entity. So they
Mm-hmm.
are just working as a physical persons kind of
Yes.
in terms of tax. And that is why our product is between B2C and B2B. So we starting with a Workee free version, like we call it Workee Starter. So it's like completely free Workee plan that goes
Mm-hmm.
without any trial, without credit card required. That allows you to have your personal story, your personal business up and running in less than 1 minute. At the same time, right now we are working on professional features such as like recurring sessions, group video calls, extended invoices, and jobs listings. And those would be as a part of our Workee professional plan. So
Mm-hmm.
far, we already have accounting and invoicing that is available for free within our Workee starter plan. But with the pro plan, we'll split this. So if you want to just start and have bookings, receive payments without any other fees from Workee side, we charge 0% fee from all our transactions and payments. You are welcome to use our Workee starter plan, use your personal website, build your story. At the moment, once you understand that it is okay to you have more professional features, like more invoice features, more jobs features, more like professional website templates, etc., will allow you to update and upgrade your Workee Starter to Workee Professional.
Okay. I really like that it's all-in-one solution, so you take care of finance and all that. So lovely. And the second question that you already answered me was the integrations part. I was curious to know more of the integrations. You already said Zoom, Google Meet, right?
Yeah. So with the integration, this is a very good question from your side, because actually, like, it's very tricky thing. You know, from one point of from one side, our users want to have like, and we were like born with the idea to have everything in one place. But when you're adding integration, it means that you have to have accounts in different tools. So it like goes separately from the idea we were born. So in this case, like, we are very careful with integrations. We understand that we are not building the next Zoom, and our users have habits. That is why it's much more easier for us to just integrate with Zoom and provide very native experience. So one of the most coolest features that and like our approach to the things we do at Workee is that when we adding some integration, we are adding that on the native user experience level. So you won't recognize that we have something integrated. You're just putting on tick button, okay, I want to use this one for video calls. And after that moment, Zoom, for example, will be automatically added to all your video calls. And you wouldn't understand that until the meeting is happening. So invitations, booking, scheduling, invoicing, etc., that goes everything on our UI, user interface. So it's here we're adding integrations very carefully. Answering to your question, yeah, we do support Google Meet for video calls, full integration with Google Calendars for your meetings, with Google Contacts as well. We also provide super deep integration in Zoom, with Zoom Calendars as well. We are so far using Stripe as a payment infrastructure, but we are in the process of adding PayPal. And more integrations for signing documents online, for having your accounting is coming soon with Workee Pro.
I really like your thinking and the fact that you accord you give freedom to the user to use the tool that they like, and you don't force anything on them. That's appreciated. Can you share with us some successful use cases? I don't know, people that used your product. What was their study there?
Good question. So as I said, right now we see the most active part of our users is private tutors in the US, and most of our tutors are coming from marketplaces. There are like big fight on the market right now regarding the marketplace solutions. You can imagine any vertical of any professional, and every vertical right now will have the marketplace solution. And the deal is pretty fair enough, because you as a professional, you want to provide services and get paid. You don't want to do the marketing right now, right? So in this case, you're just going to the marketplace, going through the KYC process, establishing your profile, and after that, you are being booked by your clients. At the same time, you can be on different marketplaces at the same time, like 5 marketplaces, etc. You're just getting booked out of different marketplaces. But from the moment, once you already have kind of your network, your experience, your clients, etc., you don't want to be on the marketplace. You want just to work directly with your clients. And this is where Workee steps in. So as we allow you to create the personal story, as we allow you to work directly with your clients, grow your personal brand, and do not pay any fees to Workee. So our successful user stories, we actually have the Workee blog, and there we're sharing our users' expert opinion, our user success stories. So far we have almost 5,000 users. So most of our users are successful because they already run their private business. I can just the one successful story that should be live soon. It's with Sofia. She's a private tutor. She providing different services, not only lessons and sessions. She also provides documents translation. She also provides like some concept validation, some articles preparation, etc., etc. And it's super nice to see how she managing the whole business and all the engagements with Workee, because she has personal website and she has simple button book me. And when you're tapping on book me, you can see about 15 different time slots for different engagements. So this
Very
is a
nice.
very great example for our users, how they could run different business in one single place with Workee. Because in this case, you're just adding the new time slot, adding new job. Each time slot has the name, description, and price. You can set up any price, any time slot duration, and description, and attachment picture you want. And it allows you to have like different like areas of your expertise, of your skills being booked by your users.
Very, very nice. Lovely. And do you have any competitors? Are you the first to do this all in one?
Sure. It's kind of between Blue and RedOcean right now.
Okay.
Yeah, for marketplace, it's like RedOcean. As I mentioned before, there are like different verticals, and
Mm-hmm.
there are like different marketplaces in each vertical. Same goes for private tutors. For example, if you are talking about private tutors, there are like Preply, Camply, Italki, and like a bunch of another tools. I've
Mm-hmm.
just like named right now kind of leaders in the industry.
Okay.
But the nice thing is to see how our concept being validated by market leaders like Squarespace or Wix, for example, or even Upwork or Fiverr. Because these guys, they do not have like specifics, they are already big enough to
Yes.
have different and multiple verticals. And this is very nice to see how they are already working, or maybe someone already released the back office management. Because things we are talking right now is how to allow freelancers to work with their clients directly and manage the business at the same time. Because if talking about the accounting and taxation in the US, it's far away from being easy, right? It
Yes.
requires you to manage everything, all your incomes and expenses as well.
Yes.
And it's just one piece of cake on your table. So a lot of things they're taking you away from your clients and from your kind of success at the end of the day. That is why these guys are already on the market, as well as Honeybook and Dapsado, that are doing that professionally from the day one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there are competition. At the same time, we also understand our unique advantages, and we also understand how to bring value to our users. And first of all, we're thankful to our users to talk with us and share their feedback, because it like helps to navigate you through thousands of ideas on your roadmap.
Absolutely. Absolutely. When did you start the company?
We started the idea in May 2020,
Mm-hmm.
during, I guess it was first wave of COVID.
Yes. And how did you come up with the idea? What was the idea?
Mm. Mhm. That actually started from the personal pain of my close one. It was
Mm-hmm.
my mom. At that moment, my mom was working as a therapist in a private hospital
Okay.
here in Ukraine. And at that moment, due to COVID restrictions, that hospital was not ready to operate during the COVID because it was not meeting the requirements. And my mom at that point lost the job working for that private hospital.
I
At the
understand.
same time, my mom was doing a lot of appointments and sessions with his client, and most of their clients like was not from one city but from different cities in Ukraine. And
Okay.
when I asked my mom, maybe you should just have Skype with your clients, etc., etc., she said, okay, I'm already using Skype. But the thing is, how to get paid, how to get
Yes.
booked,
Yes. Yes.
how to manage my work, my client's history,
And
and
have it in a way automatically, so you don't lose your focus on that thing, on
yeah,
those
right.
things. Yeah. It
So
makes
that is
sense.
why
Makes
we
sense.
decided to create like super simple space that allows you to go online like really in a minute, and that allows you to have everything that you need like on the first steps out of the box without any need for integration. Because as I said, we do support, like we provide a very close integration with another video call provider. So we support the native video calls from Workee kind of, and you can just create your schedule and being booked by your clients like in a minute, because it's like requires you nothing to do. So
Yes.
we're just doing the job for you, creating your website and bring integrations you need to work online. And after that, when you're growing, you can just add new integrations, try new features, get booked differently, send invoices, etc., etc. So we also allow users to grow.
I really like the story. It's a great story of the idea.
Thank you.
Yeah. And have you raised any funds? I saw that I see on your website, Startup Boys guys. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of our investors
Mm-hmm.
right now. Yeah, we raised funds, and it was like different steps. Everything started from the bootstrap from personal savings. After that, we had one small angel that believed in us in that moment, and we are really helpful because he helped us to take that for some process. Because
Yes.
when you like working by yourself, you say, okay, let's do this way, this way, this way. Maybe I shouldn't start, etc. But when someone just brings you money, you have no other choice just to start.
Okay.
So it was
Yeah.
our first angels, and then we won the Ukrainian national startup competition and non-equity grant of $25,000. So it was another push. Then we've been accepted to Startup Wise Guys acceleration program. It's the biggest acceleration program in Europe. So we were lucky to get in and finish the acceleration. And after the acceleration, we raised pre-seed round of $600,000 from different Europe and US investors.
Very, very nice. Yeah. And how big is your team right now?
Right now, it's roughly 12 people.
Okay.
Since we started during COVID, so from day one, all our team members were like working online.
Mm-hmm.
So for us, it was kind of not challenge. Like it's challenge when it goes to the culture question,
Okay.
to the mentality mindset question, because it's super hard to transfer that via online, being on video calls. However, in terms of work perspective, it also requires you to be experienced, kind of good with good skills manager to make sure your tasks are estimated and will be delivered on time. So yeah, right now we have about 12 people across the globe.
And you mentioned it was a challenge. What do you think was your biggest challenge at the company, founding the company?
Good question. Actually, it's putting our co-founding team.
Sorry?
It's putting together our co-founding
Ah,
team.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can be super knowledgeable and experienced guy, but you will do nothing without people around you. So right people with proper level of motivation and right people with ambitious. It's must have to start and run something. And um, it's hard to understand, and you understand that after some period of time, that in most cases you are not running sprints, you are running marathons. So it's super important to not have your people burn out, to have your people like working like to really follow the work-life balance. Because when
Yes.
you're doing that, definitely you have releases, you have tough times with the fundraising, you have tough times with all the bugs and issues in the production with your product, etc. Tough times will be every day, everywhere, and you can't like somehow avoid that.
Absolutely.
But after it's again marathon. You should keep your team motivated and ambitious and healthy as much as you can.
Yeah. What's your main vision with Workee? What are the next
Mm-hmm.
steps? What are your future plans? Tell us how you see it.
Cool. So with Workee, one of the main things that keeps me really ambitious about Workee is the potential that Workee has. Because like so far we are targeting on big niche of private education, private tutoring in the US that is $25 billion
Mm-hmm.
just in 2022. Um, we also understand that with Workee we can easily extend to other freelance audiences, like software developers, like creative economy, like designers, like teams of freelancers and small agencies. So the potential here is super huge, and according to Forbes, until 2025, about 50% of global workforce will be freelance
Wow.
globally.
Wow.
So the potential is here is super huge, and the freedom the freedom on the market, like being freelance, doing personal things, growing personal brand is important, and it's like growing. It's like trend right now. So the global vision for Workee is like global tool that allows different kinds of professionals to manage their business, to find clients, to find teammates, to combine into teams to deliver some specific projects. So this is what drives us.
Very, very nice. Didn't knew the statistics from Forbes. Now, I would love to hear your backstory. I don't know, your career, how you started everything from the back.
Everything started, I guess, from the university. I was studying my bachelor's degree in finance,
Mm-hmm.
and from the last year of study, I was working at Nestle. It's like global company. I was working
Yes.
there as an analyst, and doing my work there, I won me and our team won the like business case competition in Ukraine and CE region. So it was kind of between different countries
Mm-hmm.
of business cases. And after that, I got job offer from Pricewaterhouse. So I was working in advisory department as a business analyst for a couple of years. That was super solid and powerful school for me, for my hard and soft skills, because it's like a professional company. You're providing professional services, and you really need to be committed to what you do and be really careful about things you do. So that was very cool and very grateful, I guess, start of the career,
Mm-hmm.
professional career. After that, I switched to my client to work for IT. So I was working as a business analyst and then as head of consulting department in one IT software development company. We work with different clients across the globe,
Okay.
delivering project for them. Then I switched to another client, working for the product. So we were working in the product development space for B2B segment. Then I switched to another company for working also in software development. And during my last two jobs, I met our two co-founders. So this is it would be very good trick to listeners of our podcast, hopefully, to be very careful with the people you're working, because you never know where you will find them and how you will work together. So it's very
Absolutely.
important to keep your network warm, to continue keep relations with your partners, with your ex-colleagues, with your ex-managers, etc. Because like you already know that by yourself, a globe is not too big. You can be in a couple of hours, you can be in another country by plane or another continent. So it's like
Absolutely.
not a big deal right now. Conferences, different companies, company work with company, ex-colleagues working with ex-colleagues. So you never know where you'll meet another partner or another client or another co-founder.
Superb. Super. So that's one piece of advice that you'd give to founders.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Another question answered before I asked. Perfect.
hmm
I also saw that you're a member of the Forbes Council.
hmm Yep.
How did you get there? So,
Uh,
or what's the
yeah.
story?
So the story is like pretty simple. It's like referring to my previous answer. It's about network. It's
Okay.
about like being in the network, and when you are running a business, it's very important to being connected with other businesses, to being connected with other founders, to exchange ideas, to exchange expertise, to exchange connections as well. Forbes Business Council is a great place to be there. for different reasons. First of all, it's again community. Secondly, it's kind of some public appearance. Thirdly, you can also share your thoughts and bring your articles to
Yes.
Forbes, like write something, etc., etc. So this is also a good way to support your company brand and your personal brand as well. So yeah, there are like multiple reasons. Everyone who wants to become a part of Forbes Business Council or another council that Forbes has, they need to meet some criteria. They're on Forbes official website page. So you can just go there, double check the criteria, and after you think that you can match that criteria, you just like reaching the sign up form and going through a couple of interviews with Forbes representatives. And based on their decision,
Yeah.
you are being approved or not approved to become a Forbes Business Council member. So that was the story, and this is like the main motivation to be there. It's about new opportunities and new people.
Absolutely. Thank you for the insight. Thank you for helping people.
No worries.
And I know another question. Were you first a mentor at Startup Wise, guys, and after that they invested in you, or first they invested in you and after that you became a mentor?
Yeah, that was second option. Yeah, we've been the like startup in their startup batch
Mm-hmm.
with Workee a year ago, and after that they invited us to mentor the startups. And like the program of acceleration is one thing, but all chapters are covered by different mentors. And I really thankful to Startup guys for putting great mentors for our batch when we had it with Startup guys a year ago. And right now it's kind of, I'm trying to also help somehow to other startups, because again, it's about like bringing the same values that you had to other teams, to other founders. I remember I met a couple of great advisors that really change a lot of things in Workee and in our mindset. And it is very nice when you have mentors, not like with Strategize guys and other accelerators, you have mentors from different stages, like
Okay.
Series C, Series B, Series A, seed stage, pre-seed stage, etc., etc. From IPO company, acquired, exit, whatever.
Okay.
For us, it was like it's definitely nice to speak with people from different stages, because you can see how their like thoughts changing based on their stage. But it's also very interesting to speak with people who are like not far away from you, just a couple of steps
Absolutely.
ahead. And yeah, that is why right now I'm not super far away from companies that I'm mentoring. That's why I'm trying to bring them some kind of hot advices, some hands-on advices that I did just recently and I already like experienced with. So yeah, happy to be a part of Strategize guys. By the way, I'm also mentor at Demium. It's
Mm-hmm.
another big European accelerator. So just recently, yesterday, I had a big session with 15 startups there. So trying to be helpful as much as we can.
That's absolutely fantastic. So happy for you. So I have one last question. What's your favorite software?
Software. By the way, I'm asking this question on the interview when we're hiring people.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
It's our characteristic questions. I started asking as many people as I could this question because other people would see and oh, I need to check that out, because if other people are recommending that particular software, it's clear that
Uh-huh.
yeah, nice. So what's your favorite software?
Cool.
Now I ask you.
Yeah, cool. So I have a couple of software that I really appreciate and respect. It's Slack, it's Figma, Notion, it's also PandaDoc.
Okay.
I'm using them almost on the daily basis, and you can see how they are changing, how they are following their users' feedback, how they are growing, how they are testing, how they are fail somewhere. So yeah, they do really good. They do really great experience. They really allow you to be more productive and to cover your pains. So that would be my list kind of as of today. I also maybe since I'm using that on the daily basis, so they are always on my table. I can also like say kind of Uber or maybe some like tools that a lot of people I use, but like I'll stick to my previous choice.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you so much for being here. I'm truly grateful. Thank you.
Thank you for having me, by the way. Really appreciate your attention, and I really hope that some of my ideas and some of my insights will be helpful to the audience. Thank you for doing good job. I wish you to have best of luck and fast scale.
Thank you so much.